So far so good. Bike feels okay. Definitely feel the difference in having a racier front end, which would have been more designed for to be a little more quick and twitchy. I did have to take out the dropout screws in the back to fit even this 30 in, so that was interesting. I didn't realize I'd have to do that. Like I said, this bike probably would have come with tubular tires, and at the time, who knows, they probably would have had like 23s or something on it. 23s, maybe 25s. It looks like 28 would have been the maximum they probably would have recommended. So yeah, just taking it easy, soft pedaling for a little bit until I get the feel for if I got everything together nice and tight. A little more trusted because that would help me out in the end there. So, all right. So not only are we doing a Neo Retro bike today, but I'm also doing Neo Retro camera work because I have adapted my Minolta lenses to my R5. The reason to do that, for me, one, I wanted to see what the characteristics of the lenses are. New modern lenses are so perfect, but they often lack the character of some of the vintage lenses, and some of these Minoltas are my favorite. The other idea is that since I'm always shooting film camera, developing the film myself, scanning the film, there's a lot of variables in what can be going on in the look that I'm getting. And so I thought to put vintage lens on a super high megapixel camera, super high by my standards, 45 megapixels, would really let me know what characteristics I am getting out of my lenses when I am shooting with film, since I'll be able to really see them being pushed way beyond what they were ever designed to do. So, you know, they don't have the resolution for 45 megapixels. I don't expect stuff to be super sharp, but I think it'll be interesting to see what it looks like. Some cool benefits I'm already thinking about. There's image stabilization in this body. So even though these are vintage lenses, I'm getting the benefit of that, which if I like the looks of some lenses, then I could use them for video even. Another thing that you have to do is you have to turn off, there's a menu that doesn't let you let the shutter go without a lens on, and the camera does not think it actually has a lens on. So you have to go into that setting and do that. There are no electrical contacts. This is basically just a tube that on one side fits onto your Canon, on the other side fits onto your Rokkor or Minolta lenses. So you're doing everything on your own. You have to adjust the aperture on the lens and, you know, shutter speed and ISO on the camera. You have to stop down the lens on your own, all that kind of stuff. So no kind of auto diaphragm. And I found that with my older Minolta lenses, I'm having a problem actually changing the aperture, and I think it's related to the way the pin for the auto diaphragm works. I'm not sure. Something to look into. So this is the Minolta 55 1.7 f1.7. It's the lens I use on my X700 all the time. I just love the way the lens looks. You know, it's not even near the best Minolta lens, but it has such a great quality, especially in the bokeh, whatever, the out of focus background blur has always been cool. And when you do a portrait or something like that, there's like this swirly background blur that just looks so cool. So I've always loved it. So I wanted to try it on digital. I still need to test it out on some like portrait subjects to see what it looks like, but trying to get an idea. Problem with this lens, as I was talking about earlier, it just, once I go to f1.7, turning the aperture won't make it go back the other direction. I can't get a smaller aperture. I have to take the lens off and reset it. So not exactly ideal, but you know, I didn't get this setup's not for fast shooting anyways. That's not the point of it. But yeah, I get to at least see what the quality of the lens is going to look like in digital and high quality on my computer. So it'll be interesting. The bike feels good. It's hard to compare the feel of the bike right now the way I should, because I've been riding my gravel bike, you know, and my mountain bike with the winter tires. So obviously the bike just feels completely different than what I'm used to right now because I'm in full winter mode. It'll make more sense when I'm riding it and comparing it to like my Trek 500 and my other vintage road bikes.